Let's make meat pie. Very easy meat pie dough. Okay, so the measurement you have, I'm using half of it. Okay, so this is my flour, sugar, salt. Okay, I know there's a debate about if your meat pie dough needs sugar or not. I would not answer to that. Just try it. If it doesn't work well for you, skip it. The sugar you have is nothing like a cake something. It's just to lift the flavor. Okay, so this is what we have. So we are going to go in with our butter. Your margarine, please, is very important you are generous with your margarine when making meat pie. If you want a flaky meat pie, be generous with your butter, with your margarine, whichever one you call it. Okay, so I'm just going to mix this. My hands are clean again. Okay, so what we are looking out for is a breadcrumbs texture. Breadcrumbs. Okay, so by the time we are done mixing, you will see it. So at this point, I'm just going to use my two hands. So this is what you do. You see, just a circular motion, just to make sure that your butter and your flour is well combined. Okay, just fetch it, move your hands. I am not pressing it. Okay, if you press it, you are forming another thing. So I'm just slightly rubbing my hands in circular motion, slightly. And this is what we have: rich butter and flour mixture for our dough. So this is what we are looking out for when you are done with your flour and butter. This is the breadcrumbs texture we are looking out for. So I will just go ahead to add my egg. Your recipe calls for 1 egg. This is 1 egg, and because I'm using half of my recipe, I'm not going to use all of the egg. I'm just going to use my eye to gauge half. Okay, and then mix it. So if you notice that in the recipe you have, there's vinegar, but I'm not using vinegar, and it will still be fine if you don't use vinegar. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to add water to just bring everything together. Your meat pie dough does not need too much kneading. This is cold water, very cold water. If you don't have cold water, you can use room temperature water and it will still work fine. Please add your water gradually, just to bring everything together. So this is what we are looking for. Your dough does not need to be smooth. Okay, we are just going to maintain this. So I would cover this up and allow it rest for 25 to 30 minutes. Then while we are doing that, let's go and make our meat pie sauce. This is our meat pie cutter. Okay, and this is the big size meat pie cutter. So if you are using the meat pie cutter, what you do is to roll it. What you do is to roll it, place it on the meat pie cutter, but I'm not using the meat pie cutter. I'm going to use this donut cutter because I need small pieces. Okay, so I'm just going to roll this. I'll show you how it's done. I'm going to sprinkle a little flour on my surface. So just going to roll this. Then use my donut cutter. Cut it. Put my filling in the middle, just good enough to make sure that everything covers. And then my egg. This will serve as a seal it. so that when you are baking it won't open. So you're just going to cover it. Okay, use the old method. Use the old method of using a fork to just seal. This is what we have. Okay, so I'm going to use the meat pie cutter. I'm going to use the meat pie cutter for one, so that you see how it's done. Same procedure. Press it out. And this is what we have. Okay, so you just remove it. It's ready to bake. What I have my sauce still left much, and this is the remaining dough. Okay, so I'm just going to egg wash it, so that when it comes out it will give me that brownish look at the top of it. Okay, just egg wash everything. I'm going to do this for the remaining as well. So this is just, I'm just going to make this just for aesthetics, just to make it look good, kind of.